Right then, good afternoon everyone. How are we doing? New start to the week, a new month. Just let me check that we should be...
Right then, good afternoon.
Yeah, we're good to go. Audio's clear. The only thing I'm going to say with these things up here, I might be able to move these around. I'm just going to get rid of them for now. If we get rid of this and get rid of the view account. Right. There we go. So, good morning everyone. Yeah, I hope everyone's ready. It's the start of the new month and a new quarter. It's September now. Quarter 4, the final quarter of the year. Every quarter this month, I have been profitable. I'm hoping to every quarter of the year. Sorry, I've been profitable, and I'm hoping to keep that up for this quarter as well. Obviously, it's the new month. I've been profitable every month almost this year. I think there was one red month back at the start, maybe like January, February. But you know, last month we were up. This month, we're hoping to finish up. So yeah, let's get into it. Obviously, there was no stream yesterday because of the US bank holiday. So if we just go over to here, we just get the whole week up. So you obviously can see Monday, September the 2nd, there was a USD bank holiday. Obviously, I trade London and New York session, but obviously this stream is New York stream. So we weren't trading yesterday. We weren't able to trade yesterday because of the US bank holiday. The New York markets were closed, so that obviously it wasn't a New York stream. So if you were looking for that yesterday and it wasn't there, that's why. I did make multiple announcements on this on my free Discord server. And if you're interested in joining the free Discord, I think it's the first link in the description. If you just click the first link in the description, there's the new Discord, there is the Discord, and then there is also the new free course. Now, before we get started on the live stream, I just want to quickly say, go and check out the free course. It's a waitlist. The waitlist you'll be approved within 7 days. There is a limit, and it will only be around for 3 months, I think it is. So you have 3 months once you've been accepted, and I'll accept everyone at once, and then no one else ever again. So make sure you're joining the free course now. There's like 5 days left before positions close. So make sure you're joining the free course, which is the second link in the description, and the free Discord, which is the first link in the description. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe if you're new, and comment, all of that stuff. And now we're just going to get straight into it. So the structure of these live streams, as always, it's going to be looking at the fundamentals, just a quick glance over the fundamentals, you know, what news is there out tomorrow, what news is out today, and what was going on yesterday. Then we go on the charts, look at GBP JPY yesterday or Friday for us, and then look at any positions. And then whilst we're waiting for, you know, a position to play out or something like that, we can go and look at other charts. We can go and look at Bitcoin, gold, all of that stuff. Now I've got that out the way. This live stream is probably going to be around about half an hour to 1 hour. So yeah, just keep that noted. Yeah, so let's begin. Fundamentally, yesterday was the first day of the month. No red folder, as you can see, and there was a US bank holiday. Now, today, no bank holidays, no more bank holidays. We had big Swiss news this morning, which obviously rattled the markets a little bit. And we also have red folder in about 25 minutes. And they're the only red folder news today. So we haven't really got too much to worry about. It's nothing too big. Obviously, there was this, which I would have avoided this morning. But, you know, now all we've got left is this piece of news here. You know, looking on throughout the week, throughout Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Friday is obviously the big week. The end of the first week, it's the big day. We've got the NFP. So the end of the first week is typically NFP. Then the second week is when you have, you know, the big pieces of news. So we just have a quick glance over the second week. You know, just look at next week, you can see CPI and PPI as well. Both covering the second week of September. And then obviously NFP comes at the end of the first week. So, Friday is obviously the big day, NFP, an hour before we go live. And that's pretty much all there is to worry about, as a whole. Obviously, there are individual red pieces that we need to avoid. We shouldn't be trading around those. But, the standout piece of news this week is NFP, which will be coming on Friday. Now we can just go on the charts. We have nothing to worry about. There is obviously that 3 p.m. piece of news. But other than that, there's nothing to worry about. So now if we just start off on the monthly, I want to start off on the monthly this time. And as you can see, we've already done this now. This is exactly what I was looking for. And this is where, if you were here last week, at any point looking at the high time frame structure on GBP JPY with me, then this is where it's going to start clicking a little bit. So first thing we want to do, you probably already noticed this, is the sorry, just give me one sec. Bro, how can I join the waitlist for the free course? So to join the waitlist for the free course, what you want to do is you want to go into the second link in the description, click more, whatever, and then it says get my new free course here at wap.com/fasttrackforex. What you want to do once you're on there, let me just search it up, Fast Track Forex. Once you're on there, if I just pull this up now, what you want to do then is just click the free Fast Track Trading course demo, which is basically a demo of this one. Then obviously it tells you all about it. Then just click join waitlist there. Simple as that. No bank details, no nothing. Hello everyone. Hello. Great. Okay, so we're actually going to do the analysis now. So on the monthly time frame, right? On GBP JPY, we can see this fair value gap here. You probably noticed this already. The second I clicked on this chart, you might have seen it. Either way, that's what's going on. So we were waiting for this to form, basically. When we were looking at the charts, we were like 3 days out. I think it was literally like Wednesday, Thursday. We were 3 days out of closing. So we were like, at the end of this candle, we were like, if this closes, without overlapping with this, we've got a valid bearish fair value gap here. So just focusing on the monthly, what I want to say is we've formed a bearish fair value gap here. That was the worst circle in the world. We formed a bearish fair value gap here. And then if you just look here, we've come in, respected it, rejected off of it, and completely rejected and reversed. So that's a very strong sign. That aligns with what I'm talking about. So we've had a bearish fair value gap formed that's valid. We've then respected it and rejected off of it, and then moving to the weekly. We've done the same thing inside of a weekly fair value gap. If I just look at this here, you can see this is here. This is what we were looking at last week as well. We were waiting for price to come into here, reject off of it, and then reverse. And then if we go to the daily, this is where it gets even better. So we have this external AMD, which we were talking about. Then we have our manipulation to the upside. Yeah. Now, this manipulation is very nice. First of all, it's external. That's always great. Second of all, we've got a daily fair value gap here, a weekly fair value gap, and a monthly fair value gap as well. So my best bets is there's also a 4-hour one. But we've got that, and that's what we've manipulated into. So we've manipulated up into a daily, a monthly, and a weekly, and completely rejected off of it. So we can just take sells already just off of that alone. We can just take a blind entry here, swing entry, sell right here. And that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to enter here with my stops just above here. And my take profit is going to be obviously using the daily. It's going to be like around about here, like down here somewhere. We're going to target this external liquidity over here. And that's it. I'm going to be in this trade. And obviously this is a swing trade. This is going to take a while. So we can still look at taking other trades today. Oh, and my Bitcoin's up. My Bitcoin trade is up as well, which we'll go over in a minute. So this stop loss is 500 pip stop loss. 500. Right. Now the thing with this, guys, is I'm going to be taking a sell entry here, which could probably last like a few weeks, give or take. Now this is going to be a sell position, but I am going to be taking buys, here and there. This is a swing trade. I expect this to play out over the course of a few days, a few weeks, and as we get towards the ultimate take profit, I'm going to be trading myself, like more short-term day trading stuff. So we risk 1%. Our stop loss is 511 pips, which is mental. Biggest one I've seen in a while. We're going to be using 0.15 lots there. Mental. Bitcoin's melting. Bitcoin is melting. Right. I'm out. I got tapped out on Bitcoin. And on GJ, 0.15. Right. Oh. Now we literally just have to let that play out. I made just under 0.5% on Bitcoin there. I had a pending order. Right, let me just. Right, okay. Just tried it through but the link just keep loading. I'm not too sure. Then I know a few countries are having issues. I think a few people in Nigeria are having issues with it. That's the standout one. So if you're from Nigeria, if you're living in Nigeria, if you're trying to access the link in Nigeria, you need to use a VPN, or you can't do it. But what I'm gonna do is, I might even clip this all playing out once, because I literally remember talking about manipulation to the upside into this area up here, into this daily fair value gap, which aligns with a weekly and a monthly. I was talking about how when price touches that, it's going to reject off of it strongly, and we can use that as our bias. So we do have a bearish bias now, and we will have a bearish bias until we hit this take profit. But what we can do is we can really just delete that and just kind of forget about it, because we're not going to go to our take profit today, so there's no point stressing about all that kind of stuff. Now, what is going on with AMD on the 15-minute? If we go back to the most recent consolidation, you can see that right there. We got that. Then we manipulate to the upside. And distribute to the downside. So that leaves us with two things. We can either, or three things really. We can either go back up here, back down, or consolidate. What's more than likely is a consolidation. I may even get a consolidation like this. But we'll have to see and let that play out. But the next phase really is accumulation, which isn't the best signs for GJ. I can't really, we just took sell side. I can't really see any sell positions. So what I'm going to do with GJ is I'm just going to leave that for today. Sorry, I got a cough. I'm going to leave that for today. There's no point taking two trades at once. I'm going to let that other trade play out, get into its thing, move about a bit before we start trading GJ again. Now with gold, Bitcoin, all that stuff, obviously I don't trade all that, but if you've got any charts you want me to have a look at, just say now. But I've got nothing else really to talk about. We've had our accumulation, manipulation to the upside, and distribution to the downside, which is the internal. We're looking at an external distribution to the downside, but I'm not really seeing any sell positions yet. Suppose we could, if this closes like this, we do have a valid fair value gap there, but there's no top wick, so we could flip there. But yeah, the only issue is I'm not going to be taking 2 trades at once. We're going to have a look at GBP USD now, Kenny, and then we will see what is going on. So I think there was a premium member who was USD CAD. I'll have a look at that as well. But yeah, I think there was a premium member talking about sells for GJ on Monday. So I just kind of analysed it and told them what I was seeing. Now, what's going on a high time frame? Let's just go to the daily or something. Okay, so first thing, we've got a daily fair value gap here, which has been disrespected. Probably looking to continue that. We don't really need to keep track of that though. We've got a 4-hour fair value gap right here, which look how perfect that is. Kenny, did you take any sells today on GJ? GU. I would have took a sell right here. That is so perfect. Look at that. We've got a fair value gap form here. Then we come up, doji candle inside of the bearish fair value gap, and then we close engulfing like this, basically forming an evening star candlestick. Now, you may be thinking that it's invalid because it's actually not an evening star, but it is. Evening stars can have 2 dojis, can have 3 dojis, can have any amount of dojis. As long as the first candle is like this, the second candle is like that, and you know they're dojis, it is a valid evening star pattern. Now, with this fair value gap, we have come back in, respected it, and bounced straight off of it again. You know, that's another re-entry there, maybe. What I would be doing is targeting this external liquidity over here. So I just do that. We got this external liquidity over here. That's what I'd be targeting. I would have, like 100 million%. If this was on GJ, I would have got in here on this retest here if I was seeing this. 1,000,000%. With stops just above here and take profit like down here. That's what I'd be doing. Yeah, and I'm still holding to 29989. $29989. Why that area? 129989. Why this area? I'll be looking here, maybe here, seeing how price reacts to this. There's a lot in the way, especially on the 4-hour as well. Yeah, let's have a look at gold. Kenny, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this here, or just in general to everyone, I'm gonna leave this here, and basically what we'll do is today we're analyzing GU gold and I think it was CAD as well, USD CAD. And what we'll do is tomorrow we'll have a look at those 3 pairs again and see how my analysis played out, rather than just looking at it and then leaving it. We'll look at it, see how it played out, and then go about our day. First thing I want to do is just have a very quick look at Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is still pushing down. I think I got into sales around about here. I'm not too sure. I didn't analyze it. I think I just opened my chart, seen it, and took a sell. I think it was something to do with this. Yeah, well, it was. We've got our accumulation here. Oh. And then we've got our manipulation to the upside before distributing to the downside. Yeah, and I was targeting this area down here. There we are. It's all coming back to me now. Yeah, and I targeted this area around here. It was this right here. And I think I got in a bit late though. I think I got in around about, there was some form of, it was here. When we came back into that fair value gap, I can show you on here. Oh wait, I can't. Maybe 224 pounds. My take profit was 58648. Oh, is that where I closed it? That's because of the spread. That's so annoying. So yeah, we caught 1.7 out there, probably something like that. That made me just under 0.5%. We got gold. We can keep gold. We're gonna move GU up a little bit, right? So that's what's going on GU. We're looking to trade down to here, take out this external liquidity over here. Gold. We'll have a look at gold, and then we'll have a look at USD CAD. So, gold, what was going on over here? Yeah. Okay, we can get rid of all that. Now going on to the hourly. Honestly, I'm seeing this. That means we manipulate down and distribute to the upside. I reckon maybe up to here would be nice. Now where are we going down to? So we've got a fair value gap here. We've got one down here as well. But we've came back to both of those. And the only reason I'm drawing this one is because if you draw this one, it's quite big. And then when you draw that one, you notice that there's basically two back-to-back. So what you do there, you go up a time frame, and we go up a time frame, and we basically draw out the one fair value gap, because that's typically what happens when there's, if you're on the 15-minute or the 30-minute, and there's two fair value gaps, one after the other. One, it could be a BPR, but two, you just want to go up a time frame, and there'll basically just be one fair value gap usually, and that's the fair value gap that you want to use. Now, we've manipulated down, we're looking to distribute to the upside. We could look at coming back up to here. I know that we have formed a fair value gap here, and we've respected that and, completely melted to the downside. But there is that accumulation and manipulation to the downside, which makes me think we're going to go back up here. And if we do go back up, we could even just go back to this fair value gap over here. I'd definitely keep that out and keep an eye on how price reacts to that. We've got equal highs over here, so we could even just come up and take that straight away very quickly. That looks nice. That's what I'm seeing on gold now. So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow. Basically just looking for buys on gold. GJ is melting, 1.28% down. Nice. I'm like £6 up now probably. So we've had GU. We've looked at gold. We caught a trade on Bitcoin. Okay, what we'll do is we'll look at USD CAD. USD CAD. Right. Alright, this is pretty straightforward again. Off the bat, fair value gap there, but that is massive. Maybe if we go up one, we might be able to shrink it down a little bit. No, it kind of stays the same. That's good though, I guess. We've got... Okay, well, first of all, I'm already seeing two confluences for a sell position. I'm going to write them down here. So number one, respecting a bearish fair value gap. Number 2, daily candle has no bottom wick. Open high, low close. Right, so they're the 2 confluences I'm already seeing. So if you go to the 4 hour again, maybe just go to the 1 hour. It is pretty sideways up here, isn't it? It's, you know, it's not very it's not straight up or straight down. It's quite slow, which is nice, I guess. Right, okay. Well, first of all, we've got this bright as day right here. We've got accumulation, then we manipulate to the downside. Come into this fair value gap. This is textbook stuff. If you trade USD CAD, you should have caught this if you trade my strategy. We come down, we accumulate, we come down manipulating into a fair value gap here, into a bullish fair value gap, respect that fair value gap right there, and form a morning star candlestick pattern. These morning star and evening star candlestick patterns paired with fair value gaps, paired with AMD is golden. It's golden. So we form that morning star candlestick pattern, take the buy entry there, boom, you could have even just targeted the top of this or used the Fibonacci. We're not talking about what's happened though, we're looking at what is going to happen. So we've accumulated, manipulated to the downside, and distributed to the upside nicely. Perfect play. Now, what's next? A consolidation, and it looks like we're getting that now. Although we have come down into a fair value gap over here and strongly respected it. So you would have took. I wouldn't have took a buy entry there because the accumulation is too small. Like, it's not really much going on. Like, for that to be the manipulation into this fair value gap, that would mean that that's the accumulation here, and that is not big enough. So we've got this going on here. We have seemingly closed out of the accumulation. I'd just hold back on that now, because that could still be, price forming that range. But that's what's going on there. So we've got AMD, we've got accumulation, which means manipulation is next. And we're expecting price to manipulate. So where could price manipulate to? So first of all, there's a lot of fair value gaps in this distribution move up. There's like 3. There's 2 back to back right here. So what we're going to do there is just go up a time frame. There's still 2 there. Go up another time frame. We've got that hourly one, yeah? So now we've got this hourly one. What we can do is we can draw this out. And then I suppose it's not really outside the accumulation range. So what we could do is we could even just draw this out down here. So if price was to manipulate, I'd expect it to manipulate down to this fair value gap, staying inside of this fair value gap, and then obviously distribute to the upside. If it's to manipulate to the upside, okay, we've got a massive gap down here. We've got a massive fair value gap here, which is not really the best. Because now we're basically like, okay, at some point in this range, we're going to reverse and go in the opposite direction. So we're not even gonna keep that up. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna do this. So we pull that down and target this area up here. So if we manipulate to the upside, I'd expect us to go to this 618 area. That's quite like a magnet, really. Or we could come to the 0.27. So I'd keep an eye on both of these. I'd wait for price to come to this one. Don't just trade at this one. If you want to, what you could do is you could enter here and sell up here, but I'd be waiting around about here, somewhere in this range, to take my entry. Obviously, we're waiting for a distribution move, so it does really depend on what side we manipulate on. If we start closing outside of here, then I'd start looking for sales. If we start closing down here, I'd start looking for buys around here. That's just how it goes. That's just what it is. Obviously, we are inside of a daily fair value gap, I think. Yeah, daily fair value gap. And it's got no bottom wick. So they're 2 extremely strong bearish confluences. which means that if we are going to manipulate to the downside and distribute up, I would not trade that. I would only be looking for sells on USD CAD. That's why, and that is how I would enter my position. I'd wait for price to manipulate to the upside. That's as simple as it gets on USD CAD. Again, though, there's not really the best price action going on there. What's going on everywhere else? So we got GU still pushing down. We got gold still pushing down a little bit. We've got Bitcoin doing its thing, and GJ is doing its thing as well. We are looking at an external distribution move on this, aren't we? Down to like here. So we'll see how this plays out over the next couple of days. But that is all I've got for today, guys. There's nothing really else to go over now. We've gone over a few pairs that you've asked me to go over. We'll look at how my analysis has played out over tomorrow. We've got GJ. We're in a trade. We've made 0.5% already on Bitcoin. So we're pretty free to do whatever we want for the rest of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said, with this GJ trade, it is just going to be going on in the background. I will be trading usually or normally as usual throughout the rest of the week. And we are going to be using this as our bias as well. We're going to be using this as the bias to take sells throughout this week until we hit our take profit. Now, I just want to say very quickly, guys, first things first, if you're new, join the free Discord. That's a must do. Join the free Discord. You can either go to the second link in the description or the first link in the description, and you'll be able to access the free course. The free Discord, sorry. Now, the free course. Inside the free course, you will learn the entry method I've literally shown you today, exactly how to analyze, just like I've done today. It's basically just like bite-sized version of the real course. You get one entry method, you get the necessities of the tools I use, you get a free PDF, you get a free trading journal template, you get even extra bonuses, you get bonuses and other added lectures. You get quite a lot for free as well, for nothing, not even your email address. It's crazy. Go to the second link in the description, join the free course, join the free Discord, and that's pretty much it, guys. I've got nothing else to talk about. If you take any trades or you want me to look at your charts, send them in on the free Discord in the chats there. I'll be more than happy to have a look. But that's pretty much everything. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. And that's pretty much it. So yeah.